So would you add a decade to your life if it meant taking a decade off of someone else's life, someone you didn't know at all, just a random stranger?
I couldn't say that my life would be worth any more than anybody else's. So I wouldn't do that. As much as tempting as it is, of course, I'm sure it'd be even more tempting as you got closer to your demise. But I'm as Bill said, or as it's been said, I've got a great life. I've got 2 great kids, and a wonderful career where I never felt like I was ever working. It was always an adventure.
We're not the type of people to value, like, I don't know,
something for ourselves more than somebody else.
Exactly, and that's like, it's even hard to put into words. I can't even think of a right way to, like,
if I could give 10, I would give 10.
Yeah, I would totally give 10. I don't.
No, I wouldn't, and I don't really know what else to say about it. I don't know that I have any. I don't know that I have any good reason. I just I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
And it's not like, I don't know, this false sense of like putting this false sense of like selflessness. It's just true like humility, I guess, and like I'd like to think that we're pretty humble people, and I just could never. I don't know. It would be the worst extra 10 years of my life.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like,
I would
oh,
regret
no.
every second of it.
I would not, because I think while I would want to live for another 10 years, it doesn't seem fair to take it from another person because they have a right to their own life, and I wouldn't want someone to do that to me.
Well, I've been thinking a lot about mortality lately because about early this year I was given the diagnosis of ALS. So they told me I had 2 to 5 years to live. And so you think about your life, you think about the end of your life, what you have done and what you want to do. And I'm really lucky because I was a photojournalist for 40 years, and I've got to do so many cool things, just like Michael over here. I think I got to live 2 or 3 lifetimes, and so I think I'm okay with dying if it meant someone else gets to live 10 more years. Is that how that works? Yeah. You come to the conclusion, hey, the end of it. So I'm keeping a positive attitude and a sense of humor because my neurologist says that I live longer. You live longer when you are in a good mood and you keep your humor. Well, here's a question that I asked myself last week. I had a root canal, and I asked myself, would you rather have a root canal every day for the rest of your life or have ALS? And I said, I'll take the root canal. So when you finally do get that mortality hitting you in the face, everything takes a different meaning. Now you say this, and most people hadn't thought about it, but I have, and so that's the answer.